Hey, Fabric community. Welcome to the July Microsoft Fabric update. My name's Shannon Lindsay, and before we get into the actual product updates, I've got a couple of quick announcements to share. The European Microsoft Fabric and SQL Community Conference is coming up in Barcelona this September. If you are planning to attend, make sure you check out the details and get yourself registered. This is the best opportunity to learn from the product teams, connect with community members, and meet all those people behind the Fabric conversations happening online. And since I'm taking over the video this month, I'm going to use my host privileges to squeeze in one more announcement before we get to the updates. You may or may not know that Data Days is going on right now, and we want you to be a part of this amazing community initiative. We are going through August 7th, and we want you to join hundreds of live and on-demand sessions to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest that's going on with Fabric. Connect with your community, share what you've learned on social media using the hashtag DataDays. We've got some contests that are going on as a part of Data Days, and those winners will be announced at the Fabric Community Conference in Barcelona. Everything you need to know can be found on the community site at aka.ms/datadays. So now that I've successfully commandeered this update and turned it into a hype reel for Data Days, let's get to the real updates. Everything that you're going to see here today is detailed in the monthly update blog post, so make sure to scan the QR code here to learn more. We're seeing a lot of focus this month on enterprise readiness, security, and performance. In data engineering, customer-managed key encryption for Spark Shuffle data is now generally available, giving your organization more control over how intermediate Spark data is protected. The native execution engine also accelerates Python and Scala UDFs and complex data types, helping your Spark workloads run faster without requiring any code changes. For real-time intelligence, Event Stream Private Network support and custom certificate support is GA, including MTLS, making it easier to securely connect to those protected data sources. Real-time dashboards now offer a cleaner, more user-friendly error experience that makes troubleshooting a little less painful. Now for the fun part, what is in preview? Fabric CI/CD now supports bulk publishing mode, making deployments easier, and Git integration now lets contributors switch branches without having admin permissions. So big deal. In data engineering, Runtime 2.0 brings Spark 4.1, Delta Lake 4.2, and Python 3.13, along with new runtime release channels so you can validate updates before they become default. We're also introducing event-driven refresh for materialized lake views. Refreshes happen when the data is ready, not just when the clock says so. For Spark users, the new open-source Fabric Spark Operations skill uses AI-powered diagnostics to help troubleshoot failures and performance issues faster. There are a few updates that I really want to highlight this month that got me excited. OneLake Catalog is making governance recommendations more actionable. Lakehouse Query Explorer now lets you run Spark SQL directly from the Lakehouse experience, and the operations agent keeps getting smarter with new investigation capabilities. We are also seeing continued investment in analytics, with Fabric Maps tile sets now generally available, and SQL database change event streaming, enabling new real-time scenarios. So the common thread here across everything, less friction, more productivity, and better tools for everyone building on Fabric. Let's jump over to the demos to see some of these updates in action.
SQL native Scalar UDFs are available in Microsoft Fabric Warehouse and SQL Analytics Endpoint. Here, I'm creating a SQL native Scalar user-defined function, or UDF, that implements RFM scoring, a common customer analytics technique based on how recently a customer purchased, how frequently they purchase, and how much they spend. The function returns a single score, but the implementation isn't just a simple expression. It contains local variables, branching logic, nested loops, and multiple scoring steps that contribute to the final result. Now I'm using that function directly inside an analytical query. The query evaluates the score for every customer and then aggregates the results by customer segment. There is no external application code and no pre-processing pipeline. The business logic is defined once as a Scalar UDF and consumed directly from T-SQL. This query evaluates the scoring function across 100 million customers. The function performs 15 scoring steps per customer, resulting in approximately 1.5 billion scoring evaluations, and returns the aggregated result in just over 24 seconds. That substantial procedural business logic can participate directly in user queries at any scale.
Let's look on the challenges that Zava Airport faces today, where monitoring and business data are disconnected. Zava's monitoring and business data exist in separate silos. When kiosk issues occur, IT sees alerts, but business teams only see the impact later, when customers are already affected and costs increase. Vic is an operations manager, responsible for keeping loyalty customers satisfied and operations running smoothly. When something goes wrong, she needs to understand the impact immediately and act fast. Let's see how it is solved with unified view of the business by bringing Azure Monitor data into Fabric. Zava's self-check-in kiosks stream telemetry into Azure Monitor. On Tuesday afternoon, a new deployment introduces a bug. Customers begin failing check-in. The Fabric Operations agent detects the issue in real time. Vic receives 2 alerts in Microsoft Teams with rich context and a recommended action. One showing that 55 customers experience kiosk check-in issues, and another highlighting that 18 of them are loyalty customers. She approves the recommended action, opening dedicated counter for loyalty customers and notifying them to minimize impact. To decide whether to proceed with another recommended action, escalating to IT due to high business impact, she opens the dashboard for more details. It combines application telemetry with CRM and ERP data. Within seconds, she understands that operational check-in costs are increasing, the number of impacted customers is growing, and she's especially concerned about her Platinum loyalty customers. Given the high business impact, Vic escalates the issue to IT to accelerate resolution. Let's see how to configure this setup in Fabric. Ash, Data Analyst, easily brings kiosk app telemetry into Microsoft Fabric, where the rest of the enterprise business data already lives. Ash creates a new mirrored Azure Monitor item, connects to the Log Analytics workspace, and selects the tables to make available in Fabric. Just like that, monitoring telemetry becomes available in one lake with minimal latency and no data duplication. Ash shares the item with Vic, suggesting she connect it with business data to enable cross-domain analysis. Following Ash's suggestion, Vic opens the Event House, where she already works with ERP and CRM data, including counter check-ins, costs, and customer information, happy to connect it with application telemetry. Vic creates a shortcut to the mirrored Azure Monitor item, selects which tables to shortcut, and keeps query acceleration turned on. Monitoring and business data can now be queried together in the same place. Using real-time dashboard, Vic generates the cross-domain visuals, including check-in costs and impacted customers, enriched with ERP and CRM data. These views reveal the real-time business impact of incidents. Vic then configures the operations agent, adding the event house she built with cross-domain data and defining 2 rules using Copilot Chat, one to detect when at least one loyalty customer is impacted, enabling airport staff to proactively assist them, and another to detect high business impact, in order to escalate to IT for faster resolution. She then sets up automated actions with Power Automate, such as sending emails to impacted customers and triggering ERP processes for opening dedicated counters. She refines the rules, assigns action, and dashboard. Once the setup is ready, Vic starts the agent to monitor signals and trigger actions in real time. Finally, she creates a Power BI report for her leadership, showing trends in customer impact and cost, helping management make informed decisions on resource allocation and understand the true cost of application failures.
And that is a wrap for July. As always, check out the full update blog for all the details and let us know here in the comments which feature you are most excited to try. Thanks for watching. We will see you out in the community and at Data Days. And of course, we'll see you right back here next month. Thanks for being a part of the Fabric community.